We are now live, boys.
What's good?
What's up? What's up? Let's do a P&L check start here. Starting to turn back up here.
So, what's good, chat?
Just breaker closure on the 1. Just look at the time frame. Okay, what are we working on? So 470 on NQ didn't get taken. On ES, we did take that daily low. And we just have basically a very large 4-hour gap that's getting filled right now. It's been pretty bullish since AM here. My sound is very low. Let me see. Test. All right, where should we head? Pushing. We're pushing a little bit. We have a 5-minute bearish break up here, but if we get through this, we can probably start filling the gap more. The 4-hour.
How we doing, chat?
That came on. Don't worry for me.
I'm trying to put some energy in here. Wait, chat up. The push back up.
We need to get some bangers in here. We need an LANTO special. We haven't had a LANTO special in a while. This is how you on?
Did I pop on last week? Was I on here last week?
I think you skipped last week. You were on the week before, though. I think that was like when Patrick was also on. And you caught those longs, I think, on ES?
Yeah, I forget, honestly.
LANTO banked hard, can tell from his voice. That's what it is. He is using context clues right there.
That's crazy.
It just looks like we're pushing higher now. Not much to really do here yet. We do have this closure now.
Well, today, dude, I'm just so relieved because today was so much better, like candle print wise or price delivery wise, as opposed to yesterday. Yesterday, I solely traded the PM session. Dude, it was. If I imagine what a trading hell would be like, it would be that. That's what I imagine. Price action. But today was pretty good, I feel.
Pretty bullish right now, and I'm trying to see if we get the long setup somewhere. It's like we're just gonna push higher still.
I don't mind that because I'm still holding these, but I want to see Asia highs get ran today. How crazy would it be if we had that war news last night and we just build right back up onto that opening range high?
They're just pushing, guys.
Yes, keep pushing, keep pushing. So, can you explain what a breaker is? Luckily, there's a YouTube video on it, so Brian doesn't have to explain anything. No. I remember you said that one time. You're like, whenever someone asks
Yeah,
you questions, you're like, yo,
it's
I have a
true
YouTube
though.
video on it. Asia high's already taken.
It's,
No.
Asia high
I
is
base
like
Asia high 6 p.m. Yeah,
9:17.
I base yeah, Asia high 6 p.m. 6 p.m. open.
We just push straight up here. Honestly, we got that breaker tap in, but we didn't even try to go for it.
See a bit higher.
Just grinding up right now. Let's see. Can we get a nice retrace possibly first? See if we get set up.
Some people use 8 p.m. Asia open, or maybe 7 even. I use 6. I like keeping it simple. 3 sessions, Asia, London, New York. I do Asia 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. 3 a.m. to 9:30 is New York. 9:30 to 4 is where I base New York. Or 3 a.m. to 9:30 is London, and then 9:30 to 4 is New York.
I do it pretty similar too because I want to account for every hour. So like people
Yeah.
who leave out the future open up to like 8 p.m. I feel like that's like a critical area that you want to pay attention to. So what do you think? Do you think we're just gonna take out the AM high and then slowly grind to Asia high? Is that the plan right now for you?
Yeah, that's the intent. I mean, if hopefully we get some type of opportunity, that way we can catch something on live as well. But yeah, my intent is I want to see price fully rebounds. A lot of times, what we'll do is we'll see price through news, just like we'll see a move like yesterday, and like just fundamentally, historically, we'll see prices react, and then we'll see prices kind of rebounds back up. And just basing off what price has done today, through the New York Open, through the internal low soup, the rest of T through higher time frame, like the hourly lows, although we have equal lows on NQ, there is SFT there, bullish SFT. I'm leaning towards upside. So for me, I'm just trailing this, and I'm just letting this go. Hopefully, we could catch like a solid take on live though, and price just isn't like. You look at the 5 minute, Brian. There's just no one bounces because it's just very
Yeah,
wicky.
that's why I'm trying to really be watching. Like, what do we have here? What do we have to cook? I'm watching for this breaker though. Those bullish breaker rate around like sub 820s, and then Q. Seeing if this want to be a scalp for longs. Let me see. I'm working on ES too. It's a small one, but slow time frame works out. I think we got a drive in here. We'll be trying to see if there's a low time frame flip inside, and then we'll put our stop most likely under the breaker low. Let's see if we can come back up.
I think a bit of a 5 minute gap retest.
Chat, what do you guys think right now? Bullish or bearish from here for the next, like, let's say 30 to hour? I want to try to play these longs here. Can.
I'd say bullish, but I'd be lying
You're biased.
if I was slightly biased because I'm in a trade. Desi's eyeing upside as well. Let's hope Desi to pop up. Where'd Desi at? Let me add him.
No retest here yet. On ES, we did slightly. Do you like ES or NQ right now for longs, let's say? Do you like a divergence too or no? Like,
Yeah, dude, it was weird. So I initially took a short in the morning, and then ES was a weaker indice. So I was like, I was a little hesitant. I was just very cautious. And then I flipped long on NQ. I'm like, okay, ES is the weaker indice. I'm gonna take NQ. And then ES flips and diverts with fucking NQ. So no, but for right now, I'd say NQ's slightly leading, just based off that 5. That 5 and a wick is holding a bit better. But it's not too major of a difference.
No tapping yet.
That's my long. Yeah, I've been long since a bit ago. Let's see when I longed at. I longed exactly at 10:53 a.m. I'm still holding. So it's been kind of a slow melt. It's kind of like, Brian, was I in a trade already, or did I take the trade on live 2 weeks ago when I alerted that? No, I think I took on live, yeah?
Yeah, you took on live, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those moves where it's kind of slower. Yeah. Naturally, I think like even if I was not in a trade, I'd be leaning towards upside. There's just so many different factors. We see move down, we see move down. I'm not interested in downside.
Let me see what I will look if I'm bearish. If I'm bearish or I want to be bearish, I want to probably look at closure under this 15-minute gap, like 767. That would start for me. But I'm gonna definitely wait for this retrace back down. I think we're gonna get it. It's just like stalling right now. And depending on if it retraces and holds, that's when I'm gonna try to go in. When I'm trading a breaker entry, my stop would always be somewhat like at the low, at the breaker low.
Just hope we don't get what we kind of had yesterday, which is just pure consolidation into the PM. So I've got a ticket your approach this week. I've avoided AM for the majority of this week up until
Let's go.
today. And I've traded PM, but it's worked out really well. But yesterday was like atrocious. So bad. Wait, were you live yesterday?
I actually did good yesterday.
Dude, what? No. See, bro, check. This is what I mean. This dude, go back to New York PM range yesterday and go back to the first hour of Asia yesterday. How that, bro? I can't, bro. Brian, dude.
We just gotta thrive in whatever condition it gives us.
I don't know how you do it.
We can consider a long here if you guys want to do it somewhat of a tight stop, but you could do a starter first. I wouldn't see a low term flip just in case this wants to retrace down more. That's kind of what I'm eyeing right now. But that's what I've kind of said here. Like, we're going to see most likely another jab, and we'll try to get on the right turn up. It's just way too tight of a breaker right now. So starter if you want, and then add into it. Because we're also in a 5-minute gap here. So a lot of things are pointing that this could potentially hold pretty decent. But the 1-minute gap here would make it a unicorn. You don't want to see a closure under 807 for the most part. But if you want it like a little bit more wiggle room, like just don't get a closure under this low that we made already. So yeah, basically looks something like this. Oh, other way. I really want to see if we could just jab inside, hold this gap, and then flip back up. And I'll long that better. So Let's see if we get a flip here. We're going deeper drive. I just need to see if this potentially flips first. And we're gonna be watching on 30 seconds too.
There's no more DCA roll on Apex. Someone asked that. There's no DCA roll anymore.
I don't think there is anymore, right?
No, yeah, it's just a 30% unrealized loss rule now.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Smart model just basically wait for the flip. We're not catching the fall of the knife just because it is a little bit more difficult in this air where you're kind of logging deep premium. But if this could hold, this would be applicable. And it doesn't look like it's holding right now though. So we're just gonna wait here. If it wants to flip back up. If not, the 5-minute closure in 2 minutes would just kind of say the story. We'll just invalidate this idea. So this is kind of what it looks like now. If I just drag this lower. It has to hold here. Let me play this. Could play this off of this 30-second flip too. So basically a closure above 819 will give me a go-to. You'll be looking at something like this. Gonna watch for this closure though. The next candle is gonna be important for me on the 5.
Pretty interesting.
Let's see if we get push here. 5-minute is not looking the best right now, but we have 10 more seconds to turn back up. Yep, I don't think we'll get this entry here. That's the right idea though. Like instead of trying to catch for knife when it's like kind of difficult area, you want to just look for it to flip back up first, and then you'll go for it. So it'll be like this off this closure, back above, and then you can play your stop previous low. We didn't get that, so there's a no-go on this one. I'm gonna type in Discord plan. We're gonna be waiting since there was no low time for a flip.
Dude, TradeZilla be bugging sometimes. I'm trying to post my TradeFi stats on TradeZilla, like my like download CSV that, but it's all incorrect. It says my average R is a 4.77 R on TradeZilla.
Oh, is it because the dates, like the Asia and stuff?
No, it just
Or
per
no?
trade on a basis. It says
Oh,
by average R is 4.7, which is not the case. That's not no. It's weird.
we're likely going to side this 15-minute gap now, guys. And depending on if we can flip through this, we have a lot to go back down.
We are seeing a nice flip here. KQ, I just have trail stops. That's all.
NQ look like it's holding better. We'll delete the breakers. It's not valid anymore. And this one had no low time frame flip. That was what I was waiting for. So this is no go either.
Yeah, my trail stops are at 7.8 or 7.70. That's where I'm keeping it.
770, you said?
Yeah, 7.70. My entry is 7.37. Trail stop 7.70. I took some off at highs and then I've just been holding since. So.
Brian, are you live with Tops Up? Not anymore. I was live, I think, last month or something like that. But I wasn't really trying to run the account up. I just, every time I got a balance, I would just request a payout. And I did it like 4 or 5 times. I think it was like 12,000 payouts on one account, the one live count. And then I had like, I think, $2,000 or $1,500 left. And one red day basically hit it. But I'm back on Top Step at least. Do you just full port? No, I just do like 2, 3, 4 contracts. Not really full port. Good thing is I ran the count up for 12,000 payouts on one single count before hitting the minimum balance. That 15-minute got saved so hard. Is this a Desi play here? If we get this 1 minute flip. We should probably wait for better structure though. Something with a better stop. Because taking this one is not bad, but I think you're gonna have to put like a 20-point stop. I mean, we already flipped the 5, so it's like kind of confusing. What happens when you blow the Top Step live account? You just go back to sim again. They let you do that. For other firms like Tradeify or MyFund Features, a few others, popular firms, it's more difficult to go back. But I guess the big 3 right now, I think the most biggest 3 feature firms you can go back to sim. It's Apex, Top Step, and Take Profit Trader. You can go back to sim perfectly how you were before. MyFund Features and TPT or Tradeify, that's like number 4, number 5 for me. It's like more restriction when you go back to sim. So we did not get that flip here. I don't think I would have taken this anyways because we already flipped the 5-minute. We're just seeing if we can also flip the 15-minute. That would start confirming downside for me. Just in Iran Supreme Leader preparing to address nation. What does that mean? Lanto, what do you think about what happened last night? Do you know anything about it? I don't really know much about it.
To be honest, I just heard there was war news and that's it. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I have no idea.
I got home after dinner, and I just saw it dumping, and then someone commented, "Israel attacked Iran" or something. That's it. I was like, okay. Just like start dumping.
I got trailed up.
Yeah. So the first signal, like right now, is like the 5-minute inversion. That doesn't, for me, say short yet because that's just one thing. But now we're gonna deep drive the 15-minute. We can be looking for lower prices from if we get a good closure. This falling price action.
See, I don't mind though. For me, so there's just no clarity to like the high that we put in. I feel to go short at all here. Had we ran Asia high or a bigger significant high, like I would have maybe like downside, but retraded back into range. I don't know. It's just more. I know people will thrive in range, but for me, it's just there's a lot more noise in range as opposed to out. When you're directional, it's just there's clear identity.
Hey man, there's war news though. It's gonna be hard for it to come back up, back to where it was in Asia. Watch they get in another fight here. Someone check if Trump is saying anything too. Dude, when I stream PM, Trump talks like 60% of the time when I'm trading PM, and he does something. And someone in chat is like, "Oh, Trump is speaking right now, or speaking the next hour."
Oh, John, yeah. He speaks a lot. He spoke a lot more than Biden. That's what I know.
Hourly gap got filled here too. If we just hold this area, this should be just like that area where we start turning back up. But we need to see this hold here. Still pretty early in the live. We're only 17 minutes in. Let's cook a little bit more first. Oh damn! I just saw you posted their Tradeify, Lanto. A little over 100K. So you're at 22K profit. That's like including payouts, right? Is that how it works?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, that's how it works.
Damn.
So that should update tonight.
24 or something.
Yes, yeah, I'll be at around 24. Yeah, almost 25. They're at 20. I'll be at 25.
Damn.
We talked about it last night. I didn't even notice it, but apparently, Mr. Brian said if I get moved live off bat, I should be like top 10. Yeah, something like that.
Top 5, bro. I think.
Chat, should I go for that one spot? Nah.
I think someone in chat was asking too. It's like how does Tradeify Live works? Or transition. You basically for the 150K account, you can take 10% of each account, so 15,000 per account. 5 accounts is 75,000 to live. So after 4 payouts, you can take 75,000. So what's your sizing gonna be? If you start with 75K, and I don't know, would you want like a 5K day loss limit, or would you want like a 10K one?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on my risk and what my risk is gonna be. But I'm most likely just gonna trade my Tradeify Live account as I trade my personal, my cash account. So
what if you do a 2x it? What if you 2x, like double the size for it?
What do you mean?
Like whatever you do for personal, let's say you do like 2 contracts or 5 contracts. For Tradeify Live, you do double that, 10 contracts.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It depends what my risk is. Yeah, that's what depends. If it's like 5K, like an average loss for me on my personal on a day would probably be like around 3-4K. So 5K, yeah, I'd probably do around the same size. If it's 10K, yeah, I'd probably do double comfortably. But usually I shoot more for R. Like my average trading day on my personal is about like a 2.53 R. So an average losing day should be around 3-4K. Winning day is about 7-8K. So we'll probably see that happen. If I take that approach, but what was I gonna say? I mean,
6-minute gaps holding.
I mean, it's guys. The funny thing is I wasn't even aiming for the leaderboards. Like Brian knows this. Like I've just been trading Tradeify on the side.
Yeah,
like, I've mainly just been cash focused and like it's
well,
grown naturally.
That's because dude, the leaderboards don't have that many people on right now for Tradeify, and like if you just get the max transition, you'll be like top 5 already. Max payout, max transition.
But yeah, it goes back to that P&L disconnect. You guys, like, once you guys are able to just disconnect yourself from P&L, I don't even care if I'm on the leaderboards or not. I don't care how much I made. It's just the disconnection. And just more so just trading purely.
Ooh,
like,
big push.
Yes, that's what's most important.
Big push. Yeah. Ooh, what the heck is happening? It just spiked so hard. What the hell? What was that spike? There's like a 20-point spike right there. So did I blow my Tradeify? No, I still have 6K on it. I only got transition with 20 though, so it's like not that much. And I took a few payouts on live before, and now I just have one account at 6,000. I didn't get the max transition, so like I wish I did now, but I got moved I think prematurely, and when you do that, you limit how much you can move. Only 20. Well, I guess it's just relative. 20 is a lot to you. That's cool. But that's why I'm focused on Apex. Apex is literally bringing me like almost like 100,000 per month alone. Maybe like more like 80,000 a month. And the other firms are also bringing like 50, 60, 70, depending on how I do with them. Me too. They moved me with only 20K. I maxed on payouts. Yeah. And the thing that sucks is I can't go back to sim, or no one can go back to sim really. If you do go back to sim, what you do is like, let's say you buy a 150K account, you run up to 9,000 profit target, and you get that 3K payout, but that 3K payout will just be moved to live. And that's it. They'll just kind of forfeit the rest of the sim count, 6K. They'll take that 3K live, that's it. So you can get moved back to live for 15K. I don't really think I would want to do that.
Mm-hmm. This is where price is just meant for me because we're starting to trade a bit up and down, and it just looks very internal based. It's more noise to me than anything. I mean, Brian, maybe you could explain, but for me, for me, it's hard to have extreme clarity and delivery like this, especially in range. Because like it's one thing trading in range when we see one side, one opposing liquid or one area of liquidity getting taken out, and the other side's clear. But for me here, it's like you look at our low of day within reason where we put in, and then you look at our highs. I feel like for me, I'm just naturally leaning a bit more bullish. Just
I
whether
like
it's through my
bullish
trade or
too, but
whether
that wick was just odd for me. I was about to try to go for longs right now, but I just
there's just
spiked it.
there's just no clarity for me here. Not much, especially through price and how it's delivering now. So for me, I'm more so hands off. I really want to bang out a trade with y'all like I did 2 weeks ago, but like PMs on Fridays, maybe they just suck overall. I don't know what it is, but it's so hard. I feel like to find a good trade. So that's how much of a payout would you need to take out trade at 5 balance once you get transition to live? Would you take? I actually don't. I have no clue what I'm gonna do. No clue.
I think you just hold them all, man, so we can have more balance to run up.
Yeah, I might just do that.
I was considering this area, but that spike threw me off. I was like literally bought a long in the first retrace after this inversion. We had great favorite eye gaps. So it was like a BPR. That spike just kind of threw me off though. I was like, but I think the target's a little bit higher than that too. So let's see if we can try to join long somewhere. Breaker here. Do you guys like what do you guys think right now? Bearish or bullish here? Still somewhat leaning up here, especially that 15-minute. We filled the whole 15-minute gap. I think the hourly gap too, and we held pretty good. So I want to just try to jump in longs here. And most likely, if we get closure back under all this structure, I'll take it out. It's still choppy. See, bearish, bullish. It's like 50-50 hard right now. I just want to see if I can grab a starter, and if this could get a closure value, this breaker will just keep on adding, because I feel like our target's all the way up here, the first main TP. And this is a very good area to hold. What does chat think? Should we get a starter somewhere here in the 90? I want to keep stop like somewhere down here. And then we're trying to go back above. We just want validation first. We didn't even really validate this breaker yet. So I'm just going to have that starter in. right now at 790 where it is here. If we can get a closure back up above 800, I'll add to this and we'll try to TP or focus on 844s. You're gonna just have a fourth size in right now. Basically this setup here. If we get a closure under this BPR already, it gets really messy. It's not that far from it. We're kind of adding inside the start of the BPR.
Yeah, there's no clarity for me. I'm not talking because there's just no clarity for me.
I'm just gonna give it a shot.
Brian's gonna bank chat, and I'm just gonna be here.
I don't know. This is like
how the hell?
Slow back and forth here. I wanted a confirmation early. We didn't get it, so I'm just gonna give a test run first. So your boy just got one in. Watching for this closure. If we close, I'm probably gonna end this early. $15 seconds. I'll probably just look for reentry if this still validates. Well, this most likely gets stopped out for the first one. I only had one con in right now. Just have it at 770 stop, honestly. That should be fine. I don't want to put it too wide yet. Next closure, if we close under, I'm just going to close it out. Or it hits myself, whichever hits first. Yeah, sometimes the starters just doesn't work out well. We should just wait for it. About to be probably a -10 here. Oh. Yep. Actually -14. I still like the 15-minute hold on NQ. I didn't see, I guess, ES got closure under already. We'll see what we could work with. But it is kind of choppy, consolidating right now. As long as the 15-minute holds, I still want to believe for the long right now. Still back and forth. I think chat, some of you guys were saying you guys like shorts more.
You know, I like just nothing. Nah, there's literally, I've no clarity here for me in price. It's just slow.
It's coming right back up here. Let's see. Give this a shot again if you guys want to jab at it, but just not giving the clearest direction at the moment. Take this out. We have equal lows here. We didn't take that low. And it's just right back up. I'm just trying long, but see if we want to get back in. I had to start it in, but it kind of just wicked me out right there. Exactly.
You low up and down. Good thing it was a starter, and your risk was good there, so you're not really down much.
Yeah.
One won't trade back in the green. Someone said LANTO is sounding like he's falling asleep soon. Haha. Dude,
He is.
I'm not even gonna troll. When price is bad, I do probably sound like I'm fucking low energy because it's just like nothing like bad price session that just makes you tired. You know, you go back to yesterday PM chat. I guarantee you, some of y'all were probably watching price and just like dozing off. It's just how bad it was. And you saw Brian here making a cool 60K like it's nothing.
Hey, 6 now. It was like a cool 20. If this one's a flip down, we should just wait for this to close under 770s on the 15. But I don't think it wants to though. If the hourly looks like it can hold well too. So this makes me think this holds here. What's the best prop firm to trade in your opinion right now? I think there's various prop firms right now. Top Step, Apex, Tradeify, Take Profit is probably my top 4 right now. But usually, like, you have like a lot of good firms to trade with, but it just depends on which one has the better deals that you could work with. Because Apex at 90% off is really good, while when it's at 70, it's not good. 80 is like just standard. Nothing happening right now. Gotta wait. I'll be joining everyone who's bearish in the chat if we get it closed. Is Top Step too big for deals? I think they already priced in already. So like $150 for a 150 account, 150 activation fee, that's already priced for it. So that's why they don't need to do deals. Yeah, I guess just looking at the start flip down here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Yeah. Looks like we're just kind of trading back down into the discount of the range for today, New York. What's the discount? Discount's at 737. High to low? No. It's at 735.
I blew my Apex and now let me buy more evals. Who do I talk to be able to buy more? You gotta wait for it. I think they'll probably ask you for stuff, and you should just send the documents or whatever they need, and then they'll slowly get you back in. It might take a while though. That's what I heard. Some people got back in after a few, like 6 to 7 months. I think they're just slow right now with it. What to do here, guys? What's the next hourly? Hourly at 2 p.m. So that might tell us something too. Just a lot of back and forth, lots of low action right now. 50-minute
Yeah.
close coming up.
We're just talking about-
145. What's tech doing?
Yeah, there's just no clarity for me here whatsoever. We're starting to really slow down. Unfortunate.
Oh, we got Kane in here. Show me some prop firms. Trade Top Step, Tradeify. I got. Use code STAR. So you got Top Step and Tradeify. Apex, but you can't anymore, so we gotta deduct that. You gotta run Take Profit Trader next. That's the third one. I think you're banned from Alpha Futures too. So you have to do that. So I think Take Profit and Alpha Futures. Fund in next if they have a sale though, and no daily loss limit. That would be a good option, but right now they don't have anything.
The best thing to do now is just like getting moved now is inevitable. So just running up props, getting moved live, and just stacking them and trading them is probably what you do. Best wise, dude. Because firms are they're regulated now, you know, and they're just I don't know. Apex by far is still the best out there, which is crazy to say because the 180 that Apex had from last year to now, from hatred to like, it still gets hated on, but the best sim prop firm out there all time is Apex for sure. Doing the least, making the most. Like Apex offers the most, in terms of payout sim wise, while having to do the least. Right, you could literally compound $200-300 a day for half a month and get a 40K payout on a 50K account.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, Tradeify solid. I like Tradeify. Their sim payouts are not the best, but I like the live approach. It's decent. My personal opinion. Brian fucks with Tradeify more than I do. I mean, I really like Tradeify, but I'm a sim farmer, so. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know what my plan is for the live. I might just trade that on top of my cash account. Tradeify.
First day, Lance is gonna double his count. He's gonna just full port Asia open.
Imagine.
The Tradeify leaderboard counts for sim payouts too. So if someone takes like 70K or whatever the maximum is, like 65K sim payouts, and they get transferred 75K, like everything in sim would be like about 130, and you'll be top 5 already. Lantos 50K Asia short. That was the time when you got Top Step was like scratching the head like, wait, he made 50K on 3 counts in one session.
Yeah. that was the Japan news. Yeah, that was that day.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And you didn't even have 5 counts. Was it 5 counts at a time or?
It was 3 counts, dude. I had 2, which were a couple bucks away from passing. Dude, if I could have activated those.
But dude, they didn't extend you though. They extended other people like KJ and few other people. They moved like it was a 50K sim cap.
Yeah.
Other people had 100K and stuff.
Dude, 50K sim cap, and I reached it the first night, and I'm like, yo, my account balance is at 53K. Like, I got 3K deducted per account. I didn't know back then. And they were like, oh, yeah, we're deleting it. You're forfeiting it. I'm like, dude, what? That's an extra 9K, bro. Nah. Yeah, that was a crazy night. But I was hard leverage.
That's funny because like that trade would literally put you on the leaderboards already. They had like I don't know if they had it back then, did they? Like the leaderboard was live. That was a long.
Dude, I'm just so tight. I think it was Raphael. I was 3K off number 1 on on Top Step. 3K off. My highest rank was number 2. I think I had like 315K or something like that. But then what do you call it? I just started taking payouts. But yeah. The leaderboard's reset too, by the way, on Top Step. I don't know on Tradeify it includes your payouts as well.
Yeah. So what's that? Leverage? No, it was like 3 contracts, right? 3 contracts, like 400 points.
Yeah, 3 contracts. It was 700. I'll pull it up. I'll send you the link.
700. It was because there was like a 5% dump day, and Lanto literally had it and just trailed, like doing this trailing method, trail all the way up 700 points in like a few hours, like 6 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, it was with
The age of
me.
night.
Dude, no. You want to know something crazy? So I was on Trade Viewer. I was on my Mac because I was like doing something. I was out in a different state, I think. And I was on my Mac, which just managed the position. I just kept trailing stops. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just walk away, come back. Dude, chat. I'll walk away and like so. You know, Trade Viewer, it shows your whole entire position. So through the three accounts combined. So I walk away, and I remember I was up like 60K. I come back like not even 2 minutes later after I just took a piss, and I'm up like 90K. I'm like, dude,
Damn.
what? Then I walk away again. I come back. I'm up 120K. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's going on? 3 contracts too as well. Which,
yeah, you would think you'd be doing like 15 contracts or something, but
yeah,
3 contracts.
That was a crazy night for sure. That's probably my biggest trade ever.
That's something you have to frame that trade, put on your wall, be like, this is the day I made 150K in a few hours.
Yeah, I was very hard leveraged.
Like if we have a podcast, you gotta print that out, frame it, and then you gotta showcase it. Like this is the day. This is June 10th here, 2024.
Nah, that trade, to be honest. I mean, that was my biggest trade. I want to see something bigger.
I just don't know how you held that, bro. Like, I feel like for me, I would have been like, oh, we're up like 20K each. This is a good time here. There's like 300 points.
Yeah, I just trailed it, to be honest. I'm trying to find the tweet, the execution. Remember, Tech invited me on, and I said no. Dude, Tom said TV like DM me so many times and emailed me so many times trying to get me on, but I just kept saying no.
So we need to talk about that trade. We need to do some marketing for it if we're gonna pay you this much.
Bro, that was like, see, that was Top Step before they wanted to cap some payouts. If Top Step was still how they were last year, like, child, I'm not even kidding, like, bro. I don't even want to talk about it.
You'd have killed them, bro.
Does anyone know when that trade was? I'm trying to find it.
How do you not have that trade framed yet, man?
I don't know.
But I guess you can still do it now with Top Step.
Here it is.
5 accounts, 275K max payout. Pieces 150K moved live, and then I think five payouts, 5K each.
Let the thing. Let me send you the link.
Yeah, I have it.
I bet you can pull it up. Sure. You just show chat like.
Wait, was it 135 or was it? 135. Okay. Was that just you screenshotting? Did you hit 50?
Yeah, it was 135. Yeah. Yeah. I was at 53, and then I closed. So there was the circuit breaker rule, and I closed like in
in the negative 5%. Like you can't close after it.
Yeah. And then I ended up scalping London, and I think I went over 50. This was the post like at the time.
Damn, bro, like 833 short, 1755, 500. So that's like 800 points basically. One contract 15,000, and he had 3 contracts.
That was insane.
You gotta tell Lanto Jr. is gonna hear about that and be like, this is a time when your father made this much money.
Yeah.
When profit was actually good.
Yeah. Dude, last year was like, dude, I had my Apex troubles, and then I switched over to summertime. I had my Apex troubles, and then I went to Top Step. Like, what was it like? Was it July or August? Then September, I think in 6 weeks I racked up like over 250K in payouts, and I made over like 400K on the accounts. And I was like, dude, I was like literally hard leverage. See, the thing, it was Jacob kind of talked about this a couple days ago, and I completely agree with it. It's more so just a timing thing. It's partially luck as well, because I was naturally so hard leveraged at that point in time because I was already making money through different things like Apex or even my cash account. So I was content with leveraging what I was doing. And JCap kind of talked about it as well. He's like, if he tried breaking the record or going for the record a month later, 2 months later, like he most likely would have not gotten it because of how hard leveraged he was. I was kind of the same way. So it was more so a timing thing. Like last year, summer-wise, I was really able to more so build like that because price was very within, it was very good to my system, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's more so it.
You were trailing everything, and I was like,
Oh yeah, dude.
it just
What-
never retraced. It was so
no,
trend based, one directional that you just kept on trailing,
no,
trailing.
no.
And one trade that you would normally take for like 100 points just became like 500, 400. Damn, we were just so freaking slow this PM session, guys. I think some people chat is longer right now. I'm gonna just wait this out first.
Yeah, we're literally just doing nothing, chat. This is where I said it like 10 times, but zero clarity. No idea what price is gonna do here. What did I know had a real edge? That's a good question. I'd say so. I used to, before I shifted over into ICT, which shout out to Brian. I say this a lot. Dude, this motherfucker. If you guys wonder why I fuck with this dude so heavily, like I don't really associate with anyone but Desi and him. The reason I fuck with this guy really heavily is because he put me onto ICT and he put me onto prop firms. So like I was already trading a cash account via utilizing retail concepts, way before. And I was making I was 19 years old, 20 years old. I had an ego. I was like, yo, I make 15K a month on options. Why would I need to do something else? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That mindset.
Yep.
And Brian just kept nabbing at me. He's like, yo,
I do everything for you, man. I was like, yeah,
dude,
get on IC, get on this.
dude, listen. I'm like, yo, get the fuck off my nuts. I'm gonna stay live. I'm making money. And he's like, nah, bro, get on props. You can make a lot more money. I'm like, bro, why would I do that? Why would I need to follow rules? And then eventually I got into it. And then obviously what happened
Banking,
happened.
baby.
Yeah, yeah, shout out to Brian. He's very consistent with it, very persistent with it.
And when LANTO runs up his account for the Apex record, I'm gonna take 10%. The finder's fee.
I mean, we'll see. Those accounts should be hit or miss. Those either blow or run up fat, straight up. Those accounts. And I'm content with that. But we'll see. I'm just waiting for those conditions. You know, I'm waiting for that summer PA last year. That's what I'm waiting for. And then once that happens,
Was it summer last year?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
So far, wait, was it July or June? You know,
It was around June to like September. I feel like. Chat, how'd you guys fancy last year price during summer? That, bro, freest price. This mega trend days, which I favor, obviously. Just trail and hold. Guys, Brad, you want to remember the duration? I was on 50Ks. I was on 50K Apex accounts. I remember, and every single night, I like just send my P&O to the group chat I'm in with Brian and Desi. And then Brian would be like, sometimes he'd even at me, he's like, Lanta, are you up tonight? And I'm like, yup. I would just say,
yeah.
Bro, it'd be every night. I remember that. What'd you call it? You eventually got into Asia and you started fucking murdering Asia.
Yeah, I've been off Asia lately though, because I need Asia to be more clear. I don't know if you've been trading Asia either or two.
Yeah, I haven't really been much risk on. I haven't needed to be, honestly. Like to be honest, like when I trade a lot, it's typically through Apex. I'll like try to build something, maybe like a buffer through Asia, and then I'll make the rest through New York. But since I'm not on Apex, I don't need to really do much. But just trade New York.
Yo, what the heck? We just consolidated the slowest for the longest time, and then we just did like a 20-point spike on 2 candles. I mean, I'm game to try longs again. I just need to see what we can work with here. It's a weird ass price action day.
Yeah, it's been a very up and down.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick. You enchain them.
Chat, how we doing? How we doing? How we feeling? Someone said, how many accounts do you have on Apex? I've always had 20. Actually, no, I haven't always had 20. When I first started trading Apex, I gradually scaled up. And that's what you guys should do as well, in my opinion. Especially if you're lower on capital or more so newer to prop firms or trading. When I initially got into props, I was still doing around like 15 a month. It varied 10 to 15, I'd say, on average. The options. But what I did is I first started with 3 accounts on Apex. Got familiar. First payout was through 3 accounts. Then I did 5. Then I eventually did 10 through static accounts. I was a big static account trader for a while. Until I eventually got, into trailing drawn-down accounts. And then I made the jump from 10 to 20. And ever since then, it's just been 20 accounts. So, and it's compound, really. That's just more so it. My biggest, practice as of recently, especially, because I'm super, repetitive with it. I always, tell my people, I'm always, when you're on props, especially on cap firms, you have no obligation to make a lot of money. If you're on Tradeify, at least Sim, if you're on Apex Sim, those firms are capped, right? You have a 30% consistency rule, you have a 20% consistency rule. You have no obligation to need to make a certain amount of money, right? There's no reason for you to do that. So for me, I just more so preach more probability focused and less our approach, When it comes to uncapped, say even like a Tradeify Live or Top Step, or even a cash account, I'm more so our approach, R based. But like Apex, say your risk is $200-300 per trade. Say on a 50K account, you take 1 trade a day. You focus on that 1-to-1 R. As long as you have good probability, you're able to more so compound it to pay out without risking much at all. That's more so the focus. But on a cash account, it's more our approach because you're trading it through a longer duration, and just data wise, R carries you, I feel like, a lot more than probability does through a long duration of time. That's really it.
Yo, I'm back, guys. Let's see if we can cook up something. We're leaning towards 2 p.m. closure here. Do I have LANTO have a course? You guys want us to make one?
Listen, all you'll ever need is
$5,
Brian's
baby.
stream. All you'll ever need is Brian's stream. That's it. Okay?
Oh, they want to pay some money, baby.
Don't worry about me.
We're gonna take their money and I'm gonna just refer them to my free YouTube video. Do you guys still like longs here, guys? Let me just see. Like, what is
AV
happening right now?
30% consistency.
Let's see if this retrace holds. I want to just let the 2 p.m. close first before I make decisions on if we try this long or not. I mean, the hourly looks good still. Like the hourly FEG here. We hold this area. The next candle, we can start turning back up. Just need some to hold, really.
KJ's still crushing it on Top Step. KJ's been holding the #1 spot for how many months now? On Top Step?
He's been. Do you guys know how much he made since he been moved to live though? He got live transactions like 500,000-600,000, right?
Yeah, but he also took a 400K payout now.
Yeah. Well, that was because from X.
Wait, does Top Step include payouts on top of a live account?
I think I'm pretty sure they do. Basically, all leaderboards does that because it's hard. Because let's say you choose to get moved the whole thing, and you decide to request 400K, there's still profit for Sim, right? Yeah. It's not like he made 400,000 on the live side. Because if there's any live leaderboards that don't include Sim payouts, it'll be like the top 5 would just be 50,000, 40,000. If it's live profits only.
His approach though I like because he's trading it more so. I trade a cash account. I guess he's more our approach. I'm curious as if he's a super scalper or is he more fixated on bigger moves?
I
or
think it's
not? I
bigger
mean,
moves. I think I saw some of his older posts. It's like him trading Asian. He just hoes through it with large size, like 15 contracts.
'cause I
Maybe
feel like
I'm looking at the right person or not. I forgot.
it's one thing that it's one thing to have an approach of just that R fixation, but it's more so like if you're doing that in quantity per day, intraday. For me at least, I feel like through like how I trade, there's maybe one good setup a day, two good setups a day that's like
Mhm.
worth putting risk on, if that. So if he's taking like 5-10 trades a day, I'm curious to how he does that. But yeah, I mean, if he takes the approach and just trying to catch a healthy trade a day, and if it's there, he
Yeah.
takes. If not, that's really good. I like that.
So someone said 650K. He moved from Sim KJ. How much has he made after Sim? Is it like 30,000? Let me see the top leaderboards.
That Tradeify #1 spot, that looks like realistic, dude. The thing with KJ is he ran it up, but he got Tech let him like carry the full balance over, right? He didn't forfeit anything. So that's tough. So because for us, like if Brian, me, you, or anyone were run it up now, the most we could shift over with now is 150K, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 50K per account, but you know, he got emailed saying like, oh, you can keep trading. They basically was hoping that he would blow his account and be like, okay, this guy trades recklessly. He's max size. They're like, okay, we're gonna extend your payout cap because you're not gonna do that to anyone else other than the people that you think is gonna blow up. So then they don't have to pay him, and that was a mistake they did because he ran up like double that.
I mean, shit. So said he hasn't done live. How do you know that though? Like, where do you see that? Because to me, his stats still look decent. I mean, people probably see his win rate and probably like
his balance right now. His total take is 567,000. So did he lose money since moving live? Because that should be accounting for everything. That should account for your payouts, your live balance.
You took 400 out though now, so
No, but that still stays there.
Oh no. So he took 410 out. He's at 567, which means he has 150 left over.
Yeah, but someone said he got moved live with 650, so I think he's down 80. If that's the right
Is that true?
everything's right. Oh, well, I'm going with people who said 650 was moved.
Really?
All right, 2 p.m. close. Let's see. Hourly holding good right now. Let's see 4 hour. I think 4 hours is large gap. The 15-minute holds. This is what I was waiting for. If we want to flip down, we haven't done that. I would think we want to hold this area instead.
Brad, do you know if the leaderboards are based off like the stats on the live account, or is it accumulative to your sim and your live?
But that's what I'm saying. Every prop firm has accumulation for sim and live.
No, not just the dollar amount. I'm talking about through the stats.
Like lifetime. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because I'm looking at Top Step right now. I'm looking at the leaderboards, and I'm just curious as to if those stats are based off his live performance or it's just sim and live.
It's sim and live, but like not previous performance that he did. So if he made like, let's say 200,000 last year, it's not going to be added to. Is that what you're saying, or no?
No. Just on the accounts alone.
Yeah. What about it?
Like, chat. How I say this? His sim account, his XFAs, like the stats, his trade performance in the XFAs. Does that carry over into his live account?
Yeah.
Do you know? If not,
I don't think so. I think this is all of his live. Because he wouldn't have a average day of 3K, would he? Or losing day. Let me see. Wait, does it show his win rate on the big board? Why can't I see it?
No, but I see his Twitter though. He consistently posts winners. Like he can't cap about that. He looks consistent. He looks good too. I mean, no matter what, he got a 400K payout. Like he's making a doctor's salary this year. No, you can't hate on that. But he does seem consistent. Yeah. So if his daily loss limit is tight, then he should ask for a move.
He can ask for a big extension with it. Like he can ask for 10K, 20K if he wants, because he has such a high balance. They gave me, I think, a bigger daily loss limit when I only had like 15, 20K.
Okay. See, it's weird.
It's just getting stalled out at 800, but I do think I like longs more still. Because the 15-minute structure is still holding.
Yo, fuck all that. I told my chat this today. Yo, what if, Brian, me and you just get on Robin's Cup right now, start a 10K account, whatever the balance is, run it up like that.
Full port?
That fucking, what's it, Matrix guy.
Oh, it's selling course for 100, 130,000?
Yeah,
Something
and
like
only
that.
taking 7 DMs.
7
DMs.
students.
Yeah, let's just do that.
That's crazy.
Dude, that guy. Listen, respect to that guy. I don't know him. He looks like he's done well, but if you're selling stuff for 133K, dude, like, no, fuck. Not even that. If someone buys that for 133K, like, fine.
Yeah,
God.
that's on the.
Find help, dude. If bro, 133K. Oh. What do you think? What service do you think? What service do you think he provides for 133K? Do you think like he flies them out consistently? You know.
Did you see his leak or no?
No.
I think someone posted what if this is real. Someone posted what you got out of that 133K. It was like a PDF file. And it was like the weirdest things. It's talking about like the world and like vibrations and like trying to like make it very cryptic and mysterious.
What?
I think it's does someone have the link for it? Oh, wow, we're turning. Yeah, this is like somewhat seeking shore in low time frame right now. It's really back and forth, back and forth. Is it war news? I'm not. I think it's just price action. War news would have slammed down already. Oh wait, France will defend Israel news. Oh, okay. Wait, France will defend Israel, or did I read that right? Okay, I see. Yeah, this just sucks so far.
Yes, it is. Still no clarity for me. Ever since I got trailed out, there's just been nothing here for us. There's a 1 minute gap here. Like you can maybe base lower time frame buys off 2 or 3 p.m. But overall, there's no clarity. It just looks like we're trading the discount back into this range.
What the hell? But yeah, LANTO, he basically gave them a PDF file. And it was like talking about, it's basically relating real life application, like theories, like physics and the world. And like he showed like a leaf that had like some lines. He's trying to relate that to trading and stuff.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
Him coming up with fucking bullshit lies, just trying to make shit sound smarter than it actually is. He's just trying to make something sound a lot more complex than it actually is. Trading's not a leaf, okay? Chat.
Oh, so it's
trading is the chart.
Look at this. Understanding the principles of time dilation theory. Nature. 6 veins left, 6 veins right. 7 divisions left, 7 divisions right. 6 plus 6 plus 1 equals 13 veins. Majority of the tomatoes have 7 or something each side. The number 7 comes across as 3 plus 4 or 4 plus 3, 1 plus 6, or 6 plus 1 in your life. It's not 2 plus 5, 5 plus 2. That has bad reason. That has a reason behind it. Not a coincidence. This is like the most scammiest thing I've ever seen.
There's no way that's real. There's no way that's real.
That's what someone showed, and it showed like his old logo. It's like a whole PDF file of it.
God, there's no way that's real. There is no way that's real. Dude, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Dude,
what the
like,
fuck?
imagine the guy who paid like 133,000, and they're like, "What is this?" It's like, wait, can I get a refund? This is ass.
Bro. Dude, what the I'm like, chat, please tell me there's no way that's real.
The funny thing is, he's like Romeo's friends before. Like, they were doing a lot of stuff before they kind of had a falling out. And they had like private DMs working together. So like, if he's doing that, I want to go speculate that Romeo doing the same shit.
Dude, people are fucking delusional, man.
Like,
There's just something wrong with people.
you just need someone. You need to see someone trading stats for a long duration. Like to pay someone $130,000, you need to see like a 5-year audit or like 3-year plus audit. Not just like one Robbins Cup that he's up like 70% on. So it's like 7,000. It's like 10,000 brought up to 17. That sounds like such a good number. It's like Robbins Cup is like, I don't think it's that impressive unless you have like longer time in that trades. Wait, is it 236? I thought it was 70.
Bro, I don't think my brain can comprehend what I just saw. There's no way you're charging someone 133K to show them a picture of Leafs and relate it to trading. Dude, that has to be okay. That's insane. I can't even comprehend. My brain can't comprehend that. First of all, even if you're like really want to provide something nice, you should never list something for 133K because no matter what, like almost nothing that you do, almost nothing that you do will fulfill that 133K price tag. Think about that, chat, right? Unless the guy becomes a multi-millionaire through the guy directly, when it comes to trading, which is very unlikely to do, there's no return off that at all.
We're just
so it's just like
off now.
Yeah, dude, like, guys, if you were to pay, like, realistically, I know chat wouldn't do it because chat has fucking common sense. Chat, if you were to pay 133K for something, like a service like this, what would you guys expect in it? Let's see what chat says.
It goes back to the comparison that I did, like what if there's a billionaire son ask you to take you under the wing? Like, that'd be like that price tag, like something 6 figures, 7 figures.
The chat's trolling. I'm so dead ass. Chat, what do y'all think?
Like someone that gotta be assets for that person to be looking all over your shoulder for the rest of the year trading with a good record too. Do you think people actually paid for that? Because he posted a screenshot of someone paying for it in Stripe, 133,000, but like, couldn't that just be like fake? Like someone like just bought and they just canceled or refunded?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Because I can't just see someone just, unless they have like crazy money, they're like, you know what, 130, that's nothing to me.
Bro, 133K. That's a down payment on a fucking supercar. 133K. 133K. First time homeowner. That's a down payment to $1 million house.
But you're getting that PDF file though, talking about the leaves and the veins and 5 + 2, 6 + 1.
Yo, chat. What are the odds? What are the odds that guy with that profile? Imagine like IRL, he's just like a 5'3" like fat kid behind a keyboard who just got lucky on the leaderboard or something like that. Now I'm not saying that's the case, but like imagine, and he just learned someone buying 133K course.
Well, here's the thing with the Robbins Cup leaderboard, like we could do that, and like there's like either probably like a 60% I would below the count, or treat it like a small count challenge. Basically, we're just going very big size or maximum. See if you can double the count, and after you double the count, you just keep on pushing.
133K is relative. Blood.
That's just I get like relative like 10, 20K, but like 133 relative
133K. I don't care if I'm a billionaire. If I'm paying 133K for something, especially a service, like I expect a standard. That's a lot of money. No matter
you have like you're a billionaire, but you got scale for 133,000. I'd be like, hold on, we gotta get my lawyers in here. We gotta charge back. Even if it cost me 200, I'm not gonna let that person win.
Oh God, that's the principle.
Iran sent a missile to Israel. Oh shit, is that happening right now? Oh, it is. I'll just type in news. 17 minutes ago here. Israel strikes Iran nuclear sites. Military leadership as Middle East braces for. Is there what's the better way to do this? Financial juice, is it? for real-time updates. I gotta sign up or something. We identified, this was 8 minutes ago, we identified missiles launched from Iran toward the territory of Israel. Defenses are operating to intercept that threat. So this is like kind of like bearish sentiment here. I feel like we were so close to breaking out back upside in that candle when someone said it was like a war crime news or whatever. It just turned things around. It was like this candle here, like 203, like exactly. We were building up for a flip. Wait, Iran sent 100 missiles to Israel? Oh, God.
Prayers, man, prayers. Dude, I know war's like inevitable. You know, it's a human thing. But like, it's so fucking tragic. It's just like innocent people are literally losing lives off other people's decisions.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, it is all great money. That's life, I guess. It's just that's life on a different scale. Because naturally, everyone's at some point in your life you're slightly greedy. You're never fully content. But that's just great on a different scale. That's all.
I'm probably gonna be looking for shorts, especially with this snake closure. Let's see if we can get something. But if I want to buy the course for the 130,000, I'll also make a PDF like that. 5+2, 6 veins in a leaf, 7 veins on the right. That sounds.
Was that our macros or are they just pure 3 plays? I'm not a big fan of macros. I know some IC traders who like time and price. I don't believe in time as much as a typical SMC trader does. ICT trader. I don't think so. Because I've forward tested for like 4+ years now. I've found my setups don't typically come through select one time. Maybe there's a consistency or maybe there's a favorite time period in where it does. But there's like for me personally, when I trade best, I just trade when the framework's there. That's it. Sometimes it'll be 15 minutes after open. Sometimes it'll be at 10 a.m. Sometimes it'll be lunch hour. Sometimes it'll be whenever, you know. For me, I don't really believe in macros. I just trade the framework when it's there. It's just patience. That's all. I think incorporating macros is kind of good if you want to have a limitation. That way you could stop, you know, over trading. Like in a way, it could help. But in terms of just macros and pure, like it just by itself, I don't think it's real. I don't think it works. Yeah, big sell off.
Spiking right now. It's just the war news happening, guys, making things very volatile. I want to see if we can get a good setup before we even try anything, though. A little dangerous to just jump in blindly right now. But I think downside is more likely for me here. Just throwing out there.
Who said, how do you know when your top step hat comes in? That's funny you say that because same thing for me. I hit 5K payouts obviously a long time ago. Never came in. And I see Twitter, I'm like, yo, people are getting hats for reaching payout goals. I'm like, dang. Bridie, you get a hat or not?
I got a hat. It's only 5K.
Bro, where's my hat? Patek! Where's my hat? I want my hat. I'll have to talk to support. Oh, GG.
I don't know. I talked to support. I think they just gave it. Or maybe they emailed and they just like confirm your address. I don't remember. It must have been a while ago. Yeah, they just keep on selling off as long as there's the news with the war. A lot of bad things. There's not that many. A lot of bear sentiment, essentially.
Right up. I'm gonna send you a TikTok and then play for your stream real quick and then just let the chat rate it, okay?
Okay.
Real quick. Give me 1 second. Chat, you're about to see some crazy work. Just wait a second. Look at that.
Damn, what a nice sell though. This 15-minute close. If we just got a quick retrace, I would just think I would have tried to short that first. Now it's very difficult for me. Oh, you gotta fill out a form. That was what it was.
I'm about to send it. Chat, y'all rate this real quick. See how y'all feel about this.
Where'd you send it?
I'm sending it right now.
Oh, I saw this already, bro.
You show them?
No, I didn't show them. I saw this.
Chat, it's all fire, so I just came out. Rate it real quick. Let's see how chat rates it. On a scale of 1 to 10 after you watch it. Type in comments.
I don't know if the volume's on. Can I hear it?
Nope, you cannot. They can't hear it.
Oh, I don't know how to turn it on. This is so cringe. It's ICT.
I was supposed to in chat, and y'all just open it up. Y'all go listen to that real quick and rate it. I think it's fire.
So I'm subscribed if you play this video. All the options. This is what LANTO wants to show us. He said, "I got something good for y'all. Here's what is good." Yeah, we're dumping pretty aggressive. We got a nice deep drive here, but this is pretty bearish right now. Got Lanto giggling in the background here.
That's the gay shit I heard in a while. That's funny because that's the first reaction I had. There's another one too I could post it, but I'm gonna just save y'all. It's about ICT concepts.
Damn, what do we do, guys? You guys, I think it's just still bearish here. If it's bullish, I want to see like a strong closure. The war news is just giving bearish sentiment too. So if you see any bear setup, I think that's going to be something you want to lean more for.
We should be at the we're now just under the discount in the New York range. Yes, looks a little weaker here. It's closing in into its low of day a little bit better.
This 30-second closure here, just gonna keep on selling through these lows. Market will always go where it needs. News only add to volatility. Well, I can agree on higher time frames, but like when we're talking about the 1 minute, you're not gonna be able to see like a news war be anything but bearish.
Yeah.
On a higher time frame, it makes sense to me. Like if we're gonna retrace, it's a perfect time to, you know, it's like smoke and mirrors.
Sign it off here.
Downside's the right move right now.
I think so too. Let's see ES run lows. If we blast this low of day here, those London lows are probably gonna get taken. Good sell off, huh? What do you think, Brian?
What happened?
Look at chat. Someone said, you have 47. He said, you got Kamara Usman or do you got Buckley tomorrow? I'm gonna be honest.
Kamaru Usman or who? Who's Buckley?
Yeah.
Am
I
I?
don't know. Let me push well.
I know Kamaru Usman. Usman's good, but Buckley, I guess I haven't been paying attention to that that weight class for a while. Who's like the top person in the weight class right now?
I don't know. It used to be Usman, but he fell off.
Yeah, that's why I remember Usman was like dominating so hard.
And then Leon Edwards just took a soul.
Oh wait, should it be Bilal? Is he in that weight class? Because
Is he?
Leon Edwards fought Usman and won, and
Oh, no,
Bilal
Bilal
fought Usman and fought Leon and won. Yeah, is that how it works?
Yeah, but he lost his most recent fight. Who did he lose
Oh,
to,
was
chat?
it? Damn. It's supposed to be remember the name Bilal, but I haven't been keeping up with him. What's his last fight?
So what do I think of Jackson Dart? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too high on him. Just based off his characteristics. But I hope he proves me wrong.
He lost to, I don't even know who this person is. Jack Della? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up some UFC weight class. I don't watch all of them. I only watch the one I enjoy. Tom Aspinall is something I've been liking more. I need to see John Jones with it.
Yeah, I mean, that fight was supposed to have been happening. I think John's just taking his time with it. I still think John beats Tom Aspinall. Aspinall. What do you guys think? You think Tom beats John Jones?
I think Tom 80% beats John Jones. Maybe it'd be different if he's in his prime, but I think he's getting past. John Jones getting old, right? He's like 36, 37 already.
Yeah.
But Aspinall, like, the thing is, I think what a lot of people talk about is he's 37, John Jones. Aspinall, he fights really quick. Like, there's not much screen time to see how he fights. And that's where a lot of people are analyzing, like, John Jones do struggle people. That's like, he doesn't know how they fight.
Mm-hmm.
And like friggin' Aspinall just finished the fight in like the first round, the first 2 minutes.
All I'm gonna say is John. It's kind of like Floyd. There's people always stack odds against him or have, but he's been favored several times. But every time someone's fought John Jones, they've lost. So I'm not gonna change my opinion this time. He's the GOAT.
But here's the thing: he's ducking though. I think it's undeniable that he's ducking.
It could be partially that, but I think he just wants to make sure he secures the biggest bag possible.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, then he'll, if that was the case, he'll do the same thing like he did for who's the other guy that went to boxing?
Connor?
No, the heavyweight that went to boxing that he was supposed to fight
Oh,
John.
Francis.
Yeah, Francis. Yeah. He'll be like, give me 10 million to fight Francis, but he's not doing that with Tom.
Yeah.
So I think that should matter in this.
Low shit ran here. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like good sell.
I like shorts earlier. I didn't want to really alert anything until I find good trades. I was just kind of scalping on my side. But it's just
We don't.
nothing like clean.
Yeah. If you don't SMT off these lows here, those London lows are gonna get slammed. I have good conviction in those because we're selling off nicely. We're seeing continuous
Yeah.
disrespect through bullish PD arrays.
I just do not like to alert something when it's like war news unless it's like a nice setup. It's like kind of like I kind of just played off that flip back down because I'm pretty sure felt like the lows are gonna get ran.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't really be bullish sentiment when the chart is saying bearish, and then you have bearish sentiment from the news. You gotta just be adapting to it. Dom Reyes beat up John Jones. Arsenal would finish him quick. That's a good take for me. I love John Jones too, but I think if he was like prime and he was like active,
you can't do that.
he's not even that active anymore. I feel like
you can't do that, bro. Style makes fights. You can't do that. There's styles makes fights. You know.
Yeah.
There's probably some fights Tom has fought where he struggled against or like had a hard time with that John probably beats him.
That's the thing. I don't even know if there's many fights that he was struggling in because he fights like his last like I don't know 5 or so. It just finished in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's just how dominant he is right now. Brian plus LANTO versus Tom. Dude, Tom is a tank.
How big's Tom?
I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", but he's like more wide. He's like a durable.
He's 6'5".
Is he 6'5"? Yeah. I think he looks short compared to the other heavyweights. I just remember he was next to like the strongest man. I think Eddie Hall or one of them. I forgot. And he was like, "Oh, you can kick me in the leg," and then I think he had his like student kick him, and it hurt him very hard. That's what I saw. John Jones struggles versus tall fighters.
Bro, he's never struggled though. He's won every fight he's fought. Like what? You can't say he struggled. He's won every fight he fought.
He did, yeah. I think there's only one that he was like it was very close. It was like that Reyes fight that people I think called was like more of a robbery, which I don't know. Wait, did he lose a fight for getting disqualified because he elbowed someone on the ground?
Yeah, but that doesn't really count. That's not a loss in my opinion.
Yeah, I know. That's the only like one that's like I think it should be in his record still, unless it was overturned.
They got DQ. I think DQ or something like that. Here's lows.
It's just gonna dump. I'm not gonna play this right now. It's getting way too deep in discount. But if you guys got shorts, I think that's pretty clear here, especially consolidating here. We had some lows being built up. I think this is where I was going here. It was like this closure. I was going for these lows and we just sniped this low pretty quickly. Oh, and then the Gust. What's that guy name? The first name Gusta. Is it the blonde guy? Yeah, that was a good fight too.
I'll never sleep on him because I remember, guys, was it the first UFC? Him and Gustafson.
Yeah.
They were like pretty much the whole entire game.
Mm-hmm. There was only like basically 2 fights that you can kind of say for John Jones that he was like struggling or he was like, very close, or even to the point of robbery of you. It's kind of hard though. If it's that close, it's like it's not even robbery. It just because it's a close fight.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, Israel word. Yo, Desi's in put still, right?
I think so.
Is he holding through this?
I have no clue, to be honest.
We're going for these lows, for AM lows pretty easily.
Yeah, if we don't have some T here, because yes, we'll take it first. If we don't have some T here, you'll see a lot of lows get ran, most likely, in my opinion. There you go. There's lows. No SMT here, you'll see a direct sell.
Everything just selling off. Like look at the whole tech right now. Just deep. Especially after that, there's like 203 news on when Israel fired the missile. It was like we're at 795, and that was it. That was the dump. There's been strong sell since. And we just sell straight through this. This should be not a
Look at
catcher.
that. Good. So yeah, London low should get ran. Really. Yeah, London lows is midnight open for me. That's weird. Midnight open is on ES is around 59.61. Yeah, that's where London lows is for me. 3 a.m. So I think we run those. Yeah. Yeah. If you're holding short, I think it's a pretty easy hold here. Just trail your stops, keep risk off, tight, and just let it go. Because I do think we run these lows. No SMT here. We'll see price really go more than it already did.
Just nice.
The Asia lows. Right, so let's call for Asia lows. Asia lows. That's a big one.
Yeah, well, Asia lows is basically the data lows. It was 470, and Q didn't take it. ES did.
Yep.
There was no wick on that too. Wow. Oh, I forgot it's Friday too. I feel like it was like no more day, but rockets incoming. What's the update with the 100 missiles getting fired since? Shit, I gotta log into Financial Juice to see it, huh? Let's see. Select username. Okay.
Yeah, there's SMT, but I think our probability of invalidating this SMT, or just kind of retracing and heading back down lower is more likely.
Explosion heard at 2:15, and then Iran's supreme leader, Israel strikes, initiated war. This is basically wartime right now for the last hour.
Dang. Pairs. Dude, I hate shit like that because it's like, dude, we're all fortunate to just be, where we're at in the world. It's just like, people are losing their lives off other people's decisions. How stupid is that?
Yeah.
If you're in a disagreement, okay, whatever, but leave other people out of it, bro. I wish there was a way you could do that.
Should pretty much run these lows.
Yep.
Do you think there should be like? Do you feel any ethical wise when you're trading? Let's say like you're short big and because of a war news or whatever, something bad happened in the world.
Oh,
you're profiting off it.
Well, but most of the time I won't know until I check after. But yeah, if it's ever like that, like, yeah.
Well, what if you heard that Iran's like, or there's a war that started, and then 2 minutes later start dumping, but he's like, I'm gonna jump in because this is gonna dump. That's the trade idea, just because there's bad things happening. Or if someone else does that, what do you think about that?
I mean, to be honest, like, at the end of the day, we're traders, so we trade what's in front of us. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna be upset at somebody, but like, I'll only ever be in a trade with like, say, like, news like that if I'm already in the trade, or if I already had a predetermined setup that's just going. That's really it. Yeah, I'll never just like enter and be like, oh yes, a country got bombed, I'm entering shorts because it's bad. No.
Well, some people do the opposite. I think freaking Brett Sedma likes to do the opposite when like he hears anything about China news that's bullish. He just
Yeah,
DMs you like full port this. I'm like, okay, and then it just runs up like 300 points Asia.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't hate that. I'm not gonna go against that. But for me, it's just more so a setup thing. Like if the setup's there, I'll take it. If it's not, I don't. So sometimes I'll be in it, sometimes I won't. It just matters if technically it aligns.
AM low is just sitting pretty right now.
Like
There it is.
that top step trade we talked about, Brian, earlier,
Yeah.
that we had 135K. Like I was already in a short pre the Japan news, and then Japan news came out, and then I just ended up holding. So that's like fine, but like if that Japan news came out, I would have just not entered just to enter because it's just a bit foolish. Yeah, here comes London low. That SMT failed. We should see these lows get ran.
Very, very heavy here. We can get a free fall even.
Was that? What do you tell yourself when you're in a short that made you a 2-3R, but it goes 5+? I think it's just the realization that no matter, even if you made that 5R or that 3R, that 2R, no matter what you do through a long term approach, you just zoom out macro wise, it won't matter, right? One trade today, whether you secure an extra 1 or 2R, does not matter when it comes to a month, 6 month, 12 month plus, approach. So I think it's just taking it day by day. That's what's most important. And it's also the realization that no matter what you do, no matter what happens today, you will always have tomorrow to come back to. So just taking it one day at a time is really what's important. I know it sounds simple, but that's just the reality of trading. Like when it comes to traders, say people who manage equity, people who trade at firms, like real deal firms, not these little sim prop firms. Like they're not looking at a trade they take and being upset that they couldn't have made, an extra 10, 20, 30% on top of what they made. They're just moving on. Because at the end of the day, they're on to the next. They're just looking at what's next. Because no matter what it is, you're still going to be in here tomorrow. No matter if you catch a 2 or 3R today, you're still going to be here back on Monday, right? That's what matters. It's just taking it day by day and one trade at a time. Really simplifying your approach, in my opinion. When you simplify your approach, and you simplify your process and your charts, like that's when it really gets very clear, in my opinion. I think it's something new, PJ. That's what it is. It's just kind of like world shock. It's something completely brand new. I mean, we've kind of known about it, but like it actually going into effect. That's probably what it is. Because like, we'll have like war news, say like Ukraine and Russia. And, like say new stuff will come out, and the market won't really do much. That's because I guess people are just already used to that. This is a bit different.
Just back and forth right now, very slow, but we're getting trying to hold these lows after taking New York AM. I think we still move lower though, but I could definitely get a retrace first. If that's what I want to do.
Should run these on and lows. Taking his time a little bit here, but good sell off high. For sure. go back to that ethical thing that we were talking about, like in terms of trade
Hmm.
wise. And I think about it, bro. There's so many people out there that do so much worse for so little, or so like a lot less. So it's just like I don't think it's
What
really
if?
that bad.
What do you think about like a trader praying for something bad to happen?
Oh
They
no,
hope there's a
that
war,
that's just weird. That's just weird. Because listen,
but they'll
if
profit
you're
off of it.
praying for something, listen, yeah, if you're praying for something bad to happen, that just means you're not profitable. You're not good enough to be able to trade normal conditions. So that's a you problem. That's a skill set problem. If you're praying for something bad to happen, just so you can capture on some volatility. So that's how I think of it. Like if you're praying for something bad to happen, not only are you weird like ethically, but you're just a bum as a trader. You can't. You're a sorry ass trader. That's just reality.
You could have someone there that's happening on the grounds, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's something's happening." Like maybe the government or saying something says it. They call you over, and then that trader is like, "Okay, I'm gonna load up shorts now." Inside information. What do you think about that?
If you gotta think about it,
I'll
that's kind of what fundamental traders are, though, right? They kind of prey on bad. Like for example, if you're a swing trader, just simply trading macros or like news, say like you're swinging, say off like a report or something like that, or banking on something to happen, you're kind of preying on that, right? For
hmm
example, if you're swinging short, if you're swinging for the move to the downside, like you're banking on something bad to happen or something bad to report. So in a way, it's kind of the same. So fuck swing. No, I'm kidding. But um, yeah, I don't know. I just Brian, were you in that one group chat way back? I think it was called the Boiler Room.
I don't think I was. Is that Brett Simba or no? Why do I feel
No, no,
like
no, no.
that's the name?
Boiler Room. There was like a bunch of Twitter traders in one group, and I remember there was a. So me and Desi swung calls one time, and this
Hmm.
guy who was purely a swing trader, a macro swing trader, who just swung like news. He's like, yeah, CPI is reporting. I think the data's gonna be bad. I think we're gonna dump. Right.
Hmm.
Next day, data reports. He was right. The data was bad, but we ended up ripping $20 on the S&P, which is 200.
Oh,
Yes.
he's like, what
And
the hell? It should have dumped.
so on bad news, Desi and I like sold our swings for, a good profit. We come back in, we post in the group chat, and the guy leaves the group chat.
Yeah, I mean that happens a lot. Even for ER, you see like the best or news thing, and then just like maybe it's like priced in or something
Yeah.
or whatever. It's still dump anyways.
Yeah. So I think we swung based off technical. We swung based off macro. It was kind of, but yeah, macro traders like to shit on technicals. Bro, technicals is like I don't know. You can never go wrong with that.
Yeah, so we took AM lows and we're trying to turn here the first imbalance in the 5 minute here. I'm not too confident on the move up yet, but retrace more shorts probably the better idea for me. Can you share your model, the framework you walked us through? I have a video on that. The Essentials Trading Guide on my YouTube is 50 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Boom.
honest as well. Like, if you want to go over your framework in detail, it's gonna take a good amount of time to just
It's
do
not
that.
gonna something you can do in like 5 minutes. I think that's what
Yeah,
the
yeah,
question feels like. That's what you're expecting. Like, can you just do it real quick, just like for framework?
yeah. That takes time. That's like someone asking you, like, "Yo, what props do you trade and what's your strategy?" It's like I can't
Just
respond
two
to that in one
sentence.
message. Yeah, yeah.
There's a post that I actually liked a lot. I think it was Felony Trades who posted. He said, he put his take first. He's a hot take. 2 years is not enough for of a record to say that you're like profitable. I guess because 2 years is just too short. There's like different markets. Like, what do you think? How many years of profitability would do you think like it'd be like you can say that you're profitable.
Well, no. Oh, that guy's wrong. If you're profitable, P&L sheet, when you go, if you go file your tax and you're green on the year, you're profitable. You don't
No,
need 2
no.
years.
I mean consistently, because like let's say last year someone started, or this year someone started trading and they're up like they're profitable. Like we're talking about like how many years do you think for them to be like they feel confidence enough that like I'm a consistently profitable trader?
I just do this with this. I keep it simple. If you're red all time, you're unprofitable. If you're green all time, you're profitable. If
You
you're
know,
green this year, you're
no,
profitable.
I
If you're
get
red
that.
this year,
I'm talking about like I guess for yourself to feel like even if you relate to yourself, I had it my answer, which I'll say in a second. But like, when did you feel like you had something going? Like these like at what point where you're like I'm a trader, I'm profitable, I know a system, everything like that, and like here's my record, here's my proof of concept. I think 2 years is pretty short though. Honestly, I'll up that one more.
Yeah, so I started trading in 2020.
You traded for 5 years, right?
Yeah, 2020 I got into trading, and then 2021. So 2020 I got into trading. I was trading, but I wasn't putting in like a crazy amount of time as I kind of do now. 2021 I was putting in a lot of time, and then the tail end of 2021, I'd say around December, is when I got back to break even or slightly green all time off my losses. And then Q1 is when I really started to gap myself up. So like on the way back, so here for me it was 2020 I would lose a lot, 2021 I would lose, a lot as well. But eventually I went from, losing a lot to losing a little to going break even to eventually start making money consistently. So on the way back up to like break even all time, I was already doing, 5-7K a month. Which obviously still very blessed, obviously, even, compared to what we make now, obviously it's not that much. But back then it was a lot. I was really happy with it. But on the way back, I was already doing well. So when I broke even, it's not like it was like a slow and steady grind back up. It was kind of like I already kind of discovered it. Boom, back to break even all time, P&L wise. And then Q1 is where I really started gapping it up. So I'd probably say just about when I started trading to profitability. I'd say probably for me, and I think the only reason that more so went faster for me, everyone's different. Their learning curve is different. The reason it went faster for me was because for almost the bulk of 2021 chat, like my whole life was trading. All I would do is trading. It's kind of like how it is now, but even more. Because like chat, now profitable, and obviously when you're profitable, your desire in putting in work, or you feel like you need to put in work, isn't as much because you feel like you have a winning strategy, blah blah blah. Just imagine, me seeing me now. Imagine me when I was unprofitable. That's kind of the hours and the time I was putting in. So I was like really dialed in. So that's why it took me a bit faster. But for an average person, I'd say 2 years. It depends what your learning curve is. I would be honest though, chat as well. Listen, I think the biggest thing I always tell people, because I've seen people who've been trading for 5+ years, 7+ years, who are still unprofitable, and I see people who've been trading for 2 years who have a proven track record of being profitable. It's all about what do you want to eventually just sit down and tell yourself that you're fucking like. For me, I didn't end up start doing the right things until 2021, because for a good chunk of 2020, I was literally just trading bullshit. I was doing whatever, no matter what it was, just trading bullshit. Everything started turning once I eventually sat down and I realized, like, you have to really, like, dial in, like, start caring about what you're doing. What I would do for a long time, what a lot of people would do who are still unprofitable, is they would come in and they would try to, it's still different approaches, whether it's systematically or through the charts. And so what they'll do is they'll see that and be like, oh yeah, I'm putting in work, I'm doing the right work. No, you're not. Because psychologically, they'd still be out of shape. They'd still be completely out of it. And so, like, they'd have the approach systematically through technical wise, which they're still novice at and inexperienced at. But through the psychological aspect alone, like, you're still shit. You're still unprofitable. You're still not able to make money however many years in, because you do not want to take the right approach mentally. That's the thing. They're not trying to more so progress to the psychological aspect. Your psychology is everything. Because trading's 100% mental, right? You get paid off the decisions you make in your mind. And so if your psychology is not in check, no matter how good you are at reading a chart, no matter how good you are at being green day to day, if your psychology is lacking, all it takes is one day. And if you're prone to it through bad psychology, it'll happen frequently, right? How many times in your guys' trading career have you had a stretch where you've had a good run and then through one day you've just blown it all, right? It still happens to everyone, right? Even for myself from time to time. It'll happen maybe if you just go on tilt. That's tilt. but you're a lot more prone to tilt when you're psychologically impaired as opposed to like being dialed in. Right? It's your psychology, risk management, and your model. That's your edge, really. That's more so it. So, like, I'm not even kidding. I wish there was like some type of study course to prove this. I don't know, but you take an average trader who's unprofitable to an average trader who is profitable. You know, no matter how long they've been trading for, there's gonna be a major difference mentally, right? You give them like a series of tests psychologically, I guarantee you it's gonna be completely different. You're gonna be like, holy shit, I didn't realize how important psychology was. That's what's key. So, kind of rambled there for a bit, but
Yeah, I think that the guy was talking about, like, you know, profitability is just about, like, if you got money, if you made money basically, and then consistently profitable. Like, for my answer was, I think 3 years. After 3 years of consistency, that's when I was like, I felt like I'm a trader. Like, I can do this, and that it was like enough of a record. And like also every year was going up in my P&L.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, the first year I made money. I was profitable. I was in like, I didn't feel like I'm a consistently profitable trader. I was trading penny stocks. I was getting lucky too.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, up until I don't know. Yeah, probably 2022 is like. I wouldn't say I fully felt like, oh yeah, I could make a shit ton of money out of this because I was making a shit ton of money, but I've definitely felt like there was something there. Like I'd taken trades previously before like I went profitable, and I'd like maybe have a lucky stretch, but I'd still be like, yo, like I feel a little weird here because it still feels randomized. When you guys are trading and it feels randomized, that just typically means that you have no set model, set system, or say even if it's just intraday, like you have no clarity on what to do. So once you have clarity, once you have a model, a system, I feel like that's when it gets real, a lot easier. It never gets easy to the point where it's just come in and it's clockwork every day. No, it's not like that. It's not like a job where you just go in and put in your hours and dip. But it gets a lot easier in my opinion. I think so. When you're able to more so, it's kind of like you being you being a newborn baby into trading, and it's just like you trying to figure out how to do everything on your own, if that makes sense. Like as a kid, as a baby, IRL, like in real life, like obviously you have parents that raise you, or you'll have your legal guardians. Trading wise, for the most part, most people, they don't have any of that. They come into the market as a newborn baby, completely novice to everything, and just try to figure it out. And so when you have a staple of certain things that you do consistently day in and day out, just like how when you get raised by your parents, right? You're built a certain way of ethics, a certain way of morale. That kind of carries over to trading. As soon as you kind of build that for trading, when it comes to your system, your psychology, boom, 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 which takes years. Once you have that in place, that's when you're able to really, be successful, in my opinion. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I'm done yapping.
Yapper. We're getting a nice pop back up. I think the 15-minute gap here, this is probably where I want to see this hold down against, to be honest. But really picking up speed right now after taking those AM lows. Let's see, financial juice. 10 minutes ago, multiple explosion heard in Jerusalem. Nuclear facility has been hit. Like, what was that? 3 minutes ago. Lots of news happening right now.
I'll probably wrap it up here and get off.
Yeah.
I still think we could drive lower as well. We're seeing a bit of a retracement, but Brian, if you do end up taking a trade,
I don't know, man. This is kind of difficult.
Chat. Have a good weekend. Stay blessed. Hopefully y'all go out, have some fun. Touch some grass.
Touch some grass.
But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Good stuff today, chat. Hopefully y'all learned something from me, and obviously, of course, Brian. I'm mofos consistent every day in here. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all. Stay safe. Peace out, y'all.
See ya. Honestly, guys, I haven't took a trade on my top 7. A lot of other accounts, I'm just like, should I just find a scalp one contract somewhere? Like, because I'm also, if I just make $200 in top step, I'll get a payout. Also with other payouts too, with my Apex. It's been tough. It's been tough. We didn't even get the 15-minute driving, right? Yeah, what the hell? Today is just like, I think we should just look for shorts, especially after Israel news. And then we were already confirming for lower. But there was no retrace. Maybe we should just jumped in. All right. Yeah, this is like a bullish breaker here too. I wanted to see this drive in, honestly, to the 15-minute gap first. And then just basically power to slam us down. But, guys, there's like Father's Day coming out. There's some prop deals. I think they just, one of the prop firm just sent me this. Oh, cannot paste. It's Funded Features Network. 50% off plus BOGO plus no activation fee. You can use our code SMART. I'll be trying them out. It only lasts for, what was it? Wait, it doesn't start yet? What the heck? I thought he said it started already. Oh, yeah, it didn't start yet. It's going to start Sunday, I guess. So I guess no point saying it now. I think a lot of people in the chat was talking about Funded Features Network, which is a good firm. They were repping it. They're backing it. I think we try to hold this breaker. We try to come up and we'll swipe the 15-minute gap. And ideally, I want to see this push back lower. We have a 30-second here. I'm pretty short-term bullish for this move higher right now. We flip around this. We can take this risk quick scalp. I think we're just way too close to this immediate gap. Even your bearish is already building up. See this here. When they say buy one get one free, do they mean free reset? No, it's like a free account. So you buy one account, you get a another free account. That's only free for the first month. I'm pretty sure that's a 15-minute drive-in. No, we didn't get that drive-in yet, did we? On ES we did though. ES was pretty strong. Yeah, but 1 minute breaker, we took the high. We just missed it barely there. I think this still tries to hold this area. So if you want to play longs, I think it's scalp up to the 15-minute gap. And then ideally we play short back down. If you're still here for this, I'm probably going to be going off with a weekend already, but this is a decent scalp idea, I feel like, for longs. That's basically it. I don't think we really have anything else to offer to for the rest of the day. Just a drive in here. Slam down. Oh wait, this is not breaker. I thought this took the lows already. Yeah, that's right. If it took this low here, this consolidation low, that's been a breaker for me. I think I was like getting distracted with all the other time frames. It's like a lot of lows being built here. But yeah, just not much happening today just because I don't want to do anything crazy. Just want to make sure we have a good setups and everything first. We just kind of SMT'd here again. I was hoping we see that drive in. We'll probably do a few giveaways and we're gonna wrap this up. I don't think I'm gonna try to entertain this more on a Friday. So let's see. This would have been good if we just retrace inside here and start turning. We'll do a few giveaways a day. So like the stream. Here it is. Gonna wrap this up after. We're gonna do, let's see how many we got. $300 likes. Whew. If you comment more than once, promise you there's no shot you're gonna get the giveaway. We'll just do 3 today. Oh, I should just copy over this. Yep, but I hope you guys have a good weekend after this and did good for the whole week. I know today was like a little bit lackluster, to be honest, but I think we did pretty good for the rest. Why is this not copying over? Whatever. Make sure you guys use code SMART for any prop purchases if you guys want cash rebates. It's a third of we earn, so if we get 15% rebate, we'll give you extra 5% off. It's a pretty big deal when you kind of have it for Tradeify. Tradeify is 33% right now. You kind of almost have it 38% without a rebate. So, best shot. That's how you could do it. Okay. We'll pick in 30 seconds here. Last attempts here, guys. Pick 3 winners. Okay, let's do this here. Giveaway winner today is Gio, Ortez, Mitchell, and Solzer. I'm gonna put that on. If you're a winner, just go to our Discord, which I'll show here. You go to our Discord, you go to submit a ticket and giveaway claims, and you should be good. And if you look at prop deals, if you guys want to look at like the PPI, CPI thing with how to do it, as well as what to do, which prop firm to do, which reserves to play, there's a lot of info here. We did this CPI earlier. This was my account. I don't even need that much, but I just did it for CPI, and all of them passed. None of them blown. There's a showcase because some people didn't believe that. But that's basically it, guys. Make sure you guys join the free Discord. We're gonna probably be doing more with it. We'll do some giveaways there too. Have a good one, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Stay safe.